Good morning. I've got a little adjustment I was trying to make here. It's a little bit shaky this morning. We have shaky days. We have shaky days. Good morning, folks. Oh, good morning. Good morning. I hope you guys are warming up a little bit. Thomas had a heat wave up there. They went from minus 13 to minus 14. He wanted Ronnie to come visit him, and he said he'd like to maybe let him sit on the porch all night. Good morning, folks. Good morning. Yeah, I'm out here in the cat house. Ronnie says I'm in the cat house too much. Good morning, Valerie, Lisa, Rose, Sue, Stephanie, Steve, Angel, Rose, Ronnie. Good morning, buddy. Sean, I'm trying to catch the names. They're going fast. Brenda, Maggie, Hatari. Good morning, Hatari. You've been gone for us. Where you been? Ronnie called me 3 or 4 times a day. You heard from Hatari? You heard from Hatari? And I said, no, I hadn't heard a word. You got to stay in touch. You got to stay in touch. You kind of like, sometimes you do like Vera, just kind of get off track. And we get worried. You've been busy. Okay, that's all right. Everybody gets busy, except for me. I do too. Woke up this morning at 6 o'clock. It's Monday, naturally, and everybody, lots of folks going back to work. Teachers are going back to work. A lot of the kids don't go back until Tuesday or Wednesday. Good morning there, Aunt Mary and Uncle Ronnie. Betsy Lou, good morning, Hatari from her. Yeah, that's great. Awesome. Morning there. All right, I see Vera's here this morning. That's a good deal. Carla, you're good morning. How you doing, sweetie? And Terry Bodine, your hubby went back to work today. Yeah, lots of folks. Dan, Lou, and all of them went back today. And Jill. So at 6 o'clock this morning, the door burst open and 3 little girls come flying into our house. I think Bay is still at her dad's, and she'll be coming back, I guess, today or tomorrow. But they come busting in the house, little squealing, and like a bunch of little happy pigs just running. 2 of them was running around squealing and laughing. And then that other one had a big smile from ear to ear. Yeah. I just videoed them a little bit from my Monday video I was making just now, which will come out Wednesday or so. A little bit in there, I was talking to them, and little Cassidy just sat there and smiles, her little smiley face at you. Good morning, Steve and Sue. Good morning, Deborah Barnes. Woody, don't start that. Woody's wanting to play with the kitties. And he probably likes to play with them because they're littler than him. He can kind of pick on them. Lisa, good morning. Good morning over in Arizona. It seems like, now I'm not complaining, I mean, in Arizona, there's a lot of rattlesnakes over there, I think, in some places. Because every time I open my phone up to do something, there'll be especially on Facebook, it'll clip you somebody catching a rattlesnake. We have snakes here, though. I guess just they're scary. They're scary. I guess you get you. Ow! No! I got shorts on, and that don't work. Dog don't get out this morning, Alexis. Buster didn't want to come out this morning. It's not that cold, but he got out of bed and come and got on the couch, and G said, "Let's go, boys." They all go out, and Buster, I ain't going out. And she says, "Buster's not going out." And I said, "Okay, Buster, come on, you got to go out." And he finally he went out. Yeah, it is Monty. Monty does that. He gets under the chair. Come here. He gets under the chair. No, we're not gonna do that. You come here. No, I'm serious. He gets under that chair All right, take off. Don't spill my coffee. He reaches out, he hooks into your back of your leg, and pulls them in. 28 Northern Ohio. Whoo, it's 45, 46, something like here this morning, 47 somewhere. It's supposed to get up to 70. 22 hours of labor? Oh, Lordy. God bless her. He gave me a side eye and grumbled. Yeah, I don't blame him. England -2 with snow. Oh, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. Yeah, the song Sweet Adeline or Adeline. I don't know how it goes, but I've heard it. Morning, Dot. Hope you have a good day, sweetie. I see your daughter's having a birthday today. We'll have to sing to her in a minute. Her name's Candy. I hope Candy don't bite somebody. 44 in Utah. Well, that's not too far from us. Lucy and Ricky and Lucy. Yeah. Yeah, happy birthday. If you got a birthday, we'll have to write your name down and sing to you. That's Lisa, yours tomorrow. We're going to do you today. You're going to get done today, girl. Yeah, we're going to do you. Lisa. Yeah. 35 in Knoxville. You've been in the hospital since November. Is that what you're saying? God bless you. 37 in Graham, North Carolina. 3 in Vermont. December 30th, what was your name? I didn't get the name. December 30th, you had a birthday. It ain't too late for us. Come back with a name here. 39 in Kansas, or Kansas City. Add Bill to the birthday list. Okay. 34 in Illinois. All right. Hatari. Was it Hatari? Hatari had a birthday. Okay, maybe that's who it was. Okay. Well, saying no happy birthday to Hatari too. Hope she don't start that biting. Yeah, the sun, you know what? Sun makes a lot of difference. It can be cold, 18 in upstate New York. Diane Smith. Yeah, sun makes a lot of difference. You just get, if the wind's blowing, if you get out of the wind into the sun, it feels so much better, even though it'd be cold. But when it's dark and gloomy and dampish and cold, I can't hardly go there. 55, San Diego? 61 in Florida? All right. That ain't too bad. 61. Sweet Carla. Yeah. She was telling me Seth can't outrun her. And she can chase him down when she wants to bite him. Poor guy. Yeah, I probably can't outrun G. I'd start hobbling along when she started trying to bite me. That's a sick Buster on her. Get her off, Buster, get her off. Yeah, Dot, guys, keep Dot your prayer. We got her on our prayer list. Her little sweet little pig passed out of this clear blue sky, and those things happen. I told her, it's not always, we love all of us that live on a farm, we love farm life. We do. It's just, there's just so many rewards, just your animals. And when your animals accept us like who we are, but I don't know really what they see in us, but they do. But then when you lose one, it's just like losing kind of part of the family, you know. But she lost her little pig and raised it from a baby. It was doing so well. I've had them happen. We've had them happen, you know, goats and stuff. I had a couple of goats over the years that just laid down at night, healthy and fat and pretty, and went to sleep and never woke up. It just something there, you know. But it was a good way to go, I'm guessing. You know, a lot better. Some of them got killed by dogs and stuff. We was having lunch yesterday, and buddy come in and says, "Papa, there's a pack of dogs coming down the driveway, broad daylight. You know, here we are, 1 or 2 o'clock." And I said, "Take my gun and shoot up there." I mean, can't shoot them out there on the driveway. They ain't done nothing yet, you know. They ain't, just scare them off. So he went out and he shot the gun a couple times, and they took off back out through the woods. And you can't just go around killing dogs, you know. That ain't right. So, but scare them off. Now, if it's out there killing my goats or something, then that's going to be a different story. Different story there. There's several of them. I don't forget how many he said it was. Several of them. They took off into the woods. And Bree, back to back yesterday evening, over behind Joanne's back in there. I think they had something got out. She went to get it back in. They said those dogs were over there. And they started barking at her. And it's just a pack. You see, those kind of dogs, they get in trouble. They start wandering around looking for trouble. And they'll find it. And somebody or something will get hurt. So, anyway. It's not good. It's sure not good. Yeah, little Johnny, the goat passed like that. He laid that out there. It's all calm. It was saying that way, but I've had others do that, you know. Just go to sleep. Yeah, cuz now is back in the back. Woody, please, son. They get up on the chairs and stuff, and Woody can't get to them, so he barks at them. He's treeing them. You make a good squirrel dog, Woody. We'll go squirrel hunting. How many of you folks ever eat a squirrel? Some of you got, what? Little park things, little things are in the park? Yeah, we raised on them. We raised on them. Cat died laid on the rug. You know what? That's a good way to go. If you got to go, curled up, probably warm. I haven't eaten a squirrel. Yuck. Yeah, they're not yuck. They're pretty good. They're fried. We used to squirrel hunt all the time. Everybody in this part of the country, they squirrel hunted. They had squirrel dogs. Yeah, they had dogs, and usually smaller dogs. You know, like Buster or not like Woody. Because Woody take a nap. And he has to stop taking a nap. But smaller dogs, fast, you know, stuff like that. And it's squirrel hunt. I used to go every Saturday morning when we first got married. I'd get, you know, I think the limit was 10. I'd get my 10. Come home, G and I's clean squirrels to get them all put in the freezer, and we'd have squirrel down there, you know, fried squirrel and dumplings. I was talking to my older brother. I thought everybody probably eat squirrels. We would eat rabbits too. And I was talking to my older brother up in Washington State, and he was a businessman up there. He had a CPA, and he had a farm he worked, you know, owned it. And he said his clients, some of them like hunters, they deer hunted and elk hunted and all that, moose hunted and all that. And he's talking about growing up, going squirrel hunting. And they said, "What? You eat a squirrel?" Raised on them. Raised on them. Yeah. Somebody eat cow something. I don't know what it was. Hello, mans. Good to see you, sweetie. I don't know who Ronnie's looking for. Somebody's under the weather. Your dad asked? Yeah, they're good. They're good. I never was much for raccoons. Squirrel stew, yeah. Don't tell a squirrel after dinner. Yeah, where are the piggies? We got both piggies on the list here. You got Piggy Irvin and Piggy Coleman. Uh, yeah, we hunted squirrel. And the old squirrels, if it was old, it'd be kind of tough. So my dad always used them for dumplings and stuff, you know. But I never was much on raccoons. My dad, he loved raccoons barbecues. Yeah. And I would eat a little bit of it. I just didn't never. To me, raccoons is kind of greasy, you know. But they tasted okay. But he'd take an old raccoon after he cleaned it and everything, and he'd put it in a pot of water and boil him for a little bit, kind of tenderize him a little bit before he put him on the grill or put him in the oven with that barbecue sauce on him, so he'd be a little more tender. The young one, after he got him all clean, he just got barbecue sauce in the oven. He went. Yeah, we would years ago. Lester and Daniel and I, we trapped, kind of just a plaything on weekends and stuff, you know, and holidays. And there's a place that would buy raccoons because they sold them. I mean, they would buy them. You catch a raccoon and clean him, and they would buy him by the pound. But you had to leave 1 foot on him, 1 foot, because people would come in there with house cats, guys, and try to sell a house cat for a coon. And they got caught. And they said, from now on, they won't buy a raccoon unless it's got his foot on him, so they know for sure it's a raccoon. Yeah, that's bad. I'm glad I wasn't getting my cats. But anyway, yeah. But we'd sell the hide, the pelt, and then you go sell the meat. So you made pretty good money off one of them, especially a big one. Yeah, there you go, Rebecca. Never eat store-bought till you're almost grown. That's right. We butchered hogs, and we had, I think, 1 or 2 calves over the years. My dad had butchered after my mom got a freezer, you know, and he'd butcher them, have them done. We never only done one myself, and a sad story about her, but I didn't want her to go to waste. I bought this big beef mastery. Back to work. Yeah, lots of folks, man, is back to work. So goodbye. Have a great day, sweetie. Bought this big beef master bull, weighed about 2,000 pounds, a nice sized bull. But I had this young heifer that was coming in the season, you know, heat. And I didn't realize it. And cousin I went and got him. Come off a ranch over in Liberty. I went over and got him and brought him home and unloaded him. Beautiful bull, beautiful. And big, dark colored bull with kind of a blaze face. Big old horns come out, you know, real pretty bull. And he tried to breed that heifer on a hillside. And she lost her balance or whatever, and you couldn't hold him. And that's what's bad about real big animals on a small cow, you know, or small heifer. She shouldn't have been out there with them, but she was. But it broke her hips. Vet come out, said her hips broke. I would put her down, you know. Well, she's fat. She's young. She's only like 18 months old and fat. My dad said, "Oh no, we're gonna." It was on a weekend too, nothing open. We'll do it ourselves, so we did. And I'm not a butcher, but we got it done. We was humane about putting her down, got her done, and it was a job. I didn't want to do it no more. I see them old guys hunting them moose, you know, big animals, and out there in them woods, you know, field dressing them or what do they call it, and trying to get out of there before the bears get there. No, not me. I'd be too scared of the bear. Yeah, Vera, how you doing, sweetie? I see y'all talking about you being okay. I think you're gonna be fine, sweetie. I think you're gonna be great. I'm looking. What kind of comments we got going on here, people? Here we go. Yeah. Can you imagine the old days of them Hello. Well, hello. Hang on. I got to talk to these people here. Hang on. All right. They about tore us little plant's G's up. I can't. I'm afraid to tell her. I'm afraid to tell her. You up here too? You're up here too? Okay. You get on up there too. Out of the way. Woody's trying to chase them down. And they're coming up here with me. Yeah, I'm told that about Moose. Good morning, Shelby. Good morning there. Yeah, the kitties are getting big, and they're a lot of fun. Today they come up on the porch, and yesterday on my next week's Sunday video, you'll see Carly sat up there eating on the porch, and I said after talking to her, and at some point, I don't think it was on the video, she saw the kitties come down the porch. Here they come down up on the porch. Kitties, you got kitties, you got kitties. And I said, finish your dinner. Then you can play with kids. Look at you. Better get out of that. The only thing I can say is G should not have sent her plants out here. That's all I can say. Chili would be a good thing to cook on a cold day, I guarantee you. Well, chili's good any day, but on a cold day for sure. Jennifer, I didn't get to see all the problems you was having, Jennifer. I see Teresa talking to you. I didn't get to see the original part. I hope everything's okay, sweetie. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I hope they don't eat them peppers either. They get a little bit hot. No, they don't chew on nothing up there at all. They just get up there and they lay on there. One plant was a small plant, and they get up and they lay in it. You see it just flatten down. I mean, it's flat. It's flat as it can be. And what? What are you doing? What? Okay. Alexis, you making chili for your dad? Okay. It's his birthday. Is that Bill or is that someone else? We can sing to him. I got a bill on here. Your cow, Billy, you better straighten up, bud. Don't get her on your case. All right, Billy got something going. He don't bear his case. She'll be all over him. Yeah, little cats are funny. They're kittens, especially, and big cats they get big and get lazy. You just want to come up and lay up and love, sleep. Go ahead and tell him, Bear. We're adults. We can take it. Yeah, go ahead. Lay into him. Yeah, they will do the same. They will, sweetie. They'll get up in your plants, and they'll wrestle on them. They'll lay on them. And this one here, and I dread the day I take it out of here and she sees it, but it's going to happen eventually. It's going to happen. Billy's a cod for Cocoa Puffs. Him and Ronnie make a good pair. Ronnie and them Cheetos, and Billy and them Cocoa Puffs. Put Tiger or Ticker. Ticker. We sure will. Put him on the prayer list. Tigger is Sue now, and Steve's little cat. I've never had bear meat in chili or any other way. Good morning. Peggy Irvin's on here. It's about time. Everybody asking about you. You can't be late, sweetie, unless you got a good reason. Now, if you got a good reason, we're okay with it. I don't know if it's Tigger or Tiger. I call it Tigger. I call it Tiger. But you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, we love Bear. You should ought to feel the love. Yeah, talking about cats. Several of y'all talking about cats. Cats are actually arrogant. They're arrogant. They'll love when they want to love. They'll snuggle when they want to snuggle. They'll come when they want to come. But it's just when it's on their schedule. Kind of like Woody. Woody is just, he has to think about stuff while he does it. And while he's thinking, he said, well, I'll just go ahead and pee while I'm thinking. Cousin and I took him and Kippy and Buster to the woods yesterday, and we're going to take the goats. He said, don't take them goats. Them goats will pick on me all the time. Then I won't be able to even enjoy myself. We didn't take that. Just sat there and chatted for a little bit. But we got ready to leave. I said, come on, boys, let's go. Buster and Kippy headed over to the mule and Woody out there. And I said, Ronnie said he's slow. Well, he said say things like that about little wood dog. I said, wood dog's not slow. He's gonna do it when he gets ready. When he gets ready, he'll come. And sure enough, he peed on a leaf or two, and here he comes. All right. Have a great day, Anna. Some of these comments are long and they go by fast. I can't catch all of them. But you know, today, y'all on my video, y'all saw I started my little hen house. Someone asked me earlier this morning, why don't you just put them in with Breeze chickens? She's only got 3 or 4 out there. And I said, well, because I've got little bantams, we call them banties. And I got 2 little roosters that are going to want to fight, and a big rooster, I'm sure, would hurt them, you know. So they better just stay with their little family, because they don't fight them to themselves. They get along good. If they start fighting, I don't know what I'd do. I'd let one of them out. But so far they don't. They just crow, and I got to get them moved out of that cage. They getting, you know, that cage is full. It's full, and I want to get them out today or tomorrow. So I've got a lot to do. There's about 2 or 3 videos on that hen house, me getting it done, and that's just going to be temporary. It's going to be a run. Eventually, it's going to be the run farm, and I'll build it. I got to get material together and plans and build me a hen house, an actual little hen house, not very big, about the same size as that run. At the back of it, I'll attach them. And they come out of the little hen house where they'll be protected from all the weather stuff out into the little run there today. And temporarily, you know, on that run, I will put 10 on the roof, but also on 2 sides. And they'll be protected from weather. And then after I get the hen house built, I'll take the 10 off the sides, and there's be an open run for them. It'll be pretty neat. That's what I'm working on. And my last thing I started was putting the 10 on the top. And I put the one on each, there takes 3 over it lengthwise. And I put the two on each side, and now I got to put that on top. I must climb a ladder to do it. Oh, Lord. And Ben's not real good about putting those screws through metal. He's just not real good at that. You got to kind of keep that pressure on it, on that drill, and not wobble around, and he just can't get it going right. So I'll have to be the one to do that. If I don't get it done, I'll wait till Dustin comes this afternoon and says, come on, tall boy. All right. The house is, they've got a lot done over as far as taking stuff out and taking stuff down. Good morning, Australia. It's bedtime there. We'll have a great night. Rest easy. Okay, Vera, somebody said Vera's been outside the nude. It's winter time up there. Don't go out like that. You're not in Louisiana like Ronnie. My goodness. Run around like that in the snow. No wonder you're sick. No wonder. Y'all think William started that? He started that rumor? I can't feature William starting a rumor. I can't feature that. Surely not. After making them snow angels. I ever got down making what I would never get up. He said, well, there he is. There he is. He tried to be a snow angel. Been there all winter. Yeah, we're praying for you, Vera, in all seriousness. I hope you get to feeling better, sweetie. You're going to be okay. Be the fattest snow angel. Yeah, me too, sweetie. You want tinsel? That's cute. That's cute. Good to see Atari back here with us today. Steve said Goober's back at it. Oh, well, y'all guys give him that name, Goober, because he's not a peanut farmer. He raises corn, right? We could probably call him Popcorn. That'd be a good name for him. Popcorn Schumann. He raises cattle and corn. He got a big operation. He really does. 45 in Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. So, y'all say it's so and such Celsius, however you say that word. Okay, I have to look it up. Elderberry. All right, Vera, there you are. You take elderberry, keep your immune system up. I got a box of vitamins in there I take. I truly do. And G said, you need all of them? I said, well, yeah. Look at me. Look at me. Bucket. Oh, I wouldn't call him Bucket, but that's just not nice. That don't even sound nice. That's something like Ronnie would come up with. I had a phone call from Sweet Jimmy. Ronnie went to visit Sweet Jimmy the other day, and they both called, and I'm talking to him. And the whole time we're talking, Jimmy's trying to keep Ronnie straight, make him be nice. Be nice. No, I don't think you stir the pot, son. No, not you. Not William. I think it's 2 or 3 of you guys would stir the pot, though, William. I think probably you don't mind stirring it a little bit. I've seen some of the pots y'all stir. I'm usually on the bottom end of it. Oklahoma, going to sing it to us. We're ready to hear it. Lysandra, good morning. Jojo, Rebecca's email. Okay. That's what I like to see. I truly do. I like to see you guys making these friends and sending out, giving each other your emails and stuff. I think it's so awesome. It's so awesome. And you know I don't like cats. You know that, right? You know I don't like kitties. These little kitties are so much fun. They're all over this place. And now you're not a cat. You better not get up there in that stuff. I can tell you that right now. I wouldn't think Willie would tell a big fib. He don't seem like a man that would, an old state trooper. They surely don't lie. Woody, what's the deal, son? What's the deal? No, not me, sweetie. You know I wouldn't tell a lie. I tried one time, it wouldn't come out. Go down, chase them cats. Okay, that's just one way to get down, Woody. That's one way. Woody's my little boy. He's my little man. Him and Buster and I, no matter how cold it gets, they get right up beside. We stay warm. They're like little electric blankets. Woody right here where I need it, right here behind my back. Buster down beside me. Oh, the other night, they start popping them fireworks. But Woody was fine. He's right here. Buster, he kept coming up, getting close. Every time it popped, he'd get closer and closer. Next thing I know, his little head's right here and Woody's right here. And I'm just like, in that small bed, no way to turn over. Finally, I pulled the cover and busted down under. He went. He can get out of there. He didn't want no part of them fireworks. Yeah, he's looking for a place to take a nap. He'll go here to go to sleep here in a second. Right, Woody? You gonna go to sleep, buddy? Yeah, he's yawning. He's yawning. Oh, what happened? My tripod is shaky at the top. I gotta see what's causing that. I'm guessing these little cats knocked it over 2 or 3 times and may have messed it up. Someone who lies will rarely admit it. Well, you're probably right, Vera. Ronnie, for sure, he will not admit it. And I catch him in one lie after another, just constant. And Thomas sent me a message, Ronnie's lying again, and and Ronnie would deny it. Jimmy tells me Ronnie told a lie, and he denies it. But I don't know if Goober would lie, right? All right, happy birthday to everybody celebrating. I've got 4 names. There may be more. Listen, I've got Hatari, Candy, Lisa, and Bill. If there's any more, we need to get them in here. We're going to have to do it here pretty quick. There you go, William. Now, you're right about that. If his lips are moving, he's lying. Thank you, Peggy. I hadn't seen Peggy Coleman yet. She may not be on here this morning. She may have something to do. She's been kind of at times under the weather too, and then she got some surgery, I think, coming up. I'm not sure if it's today. It could have been today. On her eye, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Good morning, Miss Dallas. Good morning. Mojo. Connie Hill. Thank you, Steve. I don't lie. Steve telling y'all I don't lie. I may get misinformed sometime. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I like it. Just misinformed. A little confused. Uh, all right, here we go. We're going to sing. Get my lips all ready. Okay. Let's do the prayer list real fast. If y'all don't mind, we'll do it, get it, and then we can play with the song. Okay. All right, we got Peggy Irwin. We got Derek, Peggy Coleman, Kim and Connie and Cynthia, Leanne, Michael and Nina, Gabe, Cookie and Charlotte, Cheryl, Christina, Miss Molly, Mary and Susan, Vera, Terry and Dot, Pamela and Gail. That's the ones I got. Now, like I say, I had to rewrite the list a couple times, so I may have left some of them off because my list got smudged. Just pray for all those in need, all those that come on here and asking for prayers. God bless you. Yeah, I got a phone to type out what you say, but sometimes I was told be careful with it because my speech, although as perfect as it is, sometimes it'll say a word I didn't say. It'll misunderstand what I said. Lester calls me one time and said, Dad, some lady they had closed caption on something I was saying. He said, Dad, you can't be cussing. Cussing? Yeah, he said some bad words. And anyway, he was laughing back at this lady was watching the closed caption, and then he looked at it and he said, "Yeah, it's the same way when that little microphone down the bottom of there. You're going to leave a message. You hit that little microphone, and then you just talk into it. It'll type it. Then you hit the send button, and the messages I want to send to Ronnie, I can't do that because I'd probably be censored. I'd be censored. All right, so here we go now. Wendy needs prayer. Okay, Wendy, hang on. Edge this list here. Hang on. I didn't see the problem, but God knows the problems. Okay, He always knows. So we don't have to be told exactly what's wrong. But anyway, okay. Here we go. On the birthdays. You got Atari, you got Bill, Candy, and Lisa. And if you got one today, yesterday, or tomorrow, or Saturday, let me know. Shelly, fever come back. Okay, she needs prayer. Shelly on here. Shelly, I say this to you, sweetie. I can deal with a lot of stuff, but I get fever. As Ronnie would say, I'm useless already, but I'm more useless. I get fever, I'm done. And a cousin I was talking about one day, he said, if I get fever, bud, he said, I'm done for. You would knock me in the head. I said, me too. I get fever, I can't function. Angel had to go to the ER last night. Keep her in our prayers. Yeah, fever is knock it out. Tell you a quick story about fever before I sing. Way back, I used to. It's kind of part of the story, but anyway, I had a bunch of fox one time in captivity. I was trying to raise some. And I'd bought some, and I had some I'd captured. Anyway, I'd stop at the local meat market up here, and get scraps for my fox, raw meat, scraps, bones, stuff. And so then rocking along there for after a while, and then I started to run this temperature. So, if I didn't tell you that, you wouldn't have related to it, but I'm telling you. And I couldn't keep it down. I'd take Tylenol and go away. And a couple hours later, start coming back up. And I get fever, I'm done for. So I finally, after about 3 or 4 days of taking Tylenol steady, or maybe longer than that, she says, you got to go to the doctor. There's something going on, So I went, and he couldn't figure it out. I wasn't congested or nothing, head was clear and all that. And he said, we're going to take blood tests, see what we can figure out what's going on with you, And so he takes the blood test or blood, and give me some medicine to hold up, kind of like Tylenol, I guess, just to hold the temperature down. They kind of figure out what's going on and sent me back home. And I'm back home, laying in bed, sweating like a pig. When it break, I'd sweat. Then I'd get chills. Oh, it was horrible. And the phone rang, and it was my doctor. And he said, do you drink raw milk, or do you handle raw meat? And I raised on cow milk, I said, well, but I hadn't drank the raw milk in years, probably. And I said, well, I get meat at a packing plant for my fox. He said, you've contracted, he called it underlying, or some kind of fever. Anyway, I can't remember the name now. Same thing as brucellosis that cattle have. Yeah, yeah. I ain't no person get it. And he said, I got some medication coming to you. I forget now what it was, but he said, it'll knock it out. And he said, if it ever tries to come back, just take the same medication, or come back and I'll give you another dose. But he said, it'll probably take care of it. And sure enough, I can't remember what he sent me, but he sent me and went to the pharmacy and got it. And a couple of days, the stuff was gone, and I was fine, never been back. So there I am. Anyway, underlying fever, I think they called it, but same thing as brucellosis in cattle. Now, William will know all about that. Used to be rampant, but now they've just about cleared it out because they did tests on all these cattle. No matter how many cows you had, or where you had them, you had to pin them up, and they would come and test them. The government did. And I had cows in several pastures. We had to bring them all home and pin them in the corral so they could get up on the chutes and take blood tests. And if any cow tested, they branded a bee, branded it on their jaw, and you had to sell it. And it'd only be sold for hamburger. Yeah, hamburger. But anyway, it had to be sold for, you couldn't stay in a herd. You had to sell it. There was no choice. And if you had a cow that had it, then every 30 days it'd come back and test them again, because sometimes it'd be slow to show up in another one. And and finally in Texas, they just about cleaned it out in Texas, because they kept testing cattle all over the state, thousands and thousands and thousands of head, until they got them all pretty well cleaned out. So, but none of my cows ever had it. So, but some did in different places. All right, here we go. That's something. But evidently somebody sold one to that packing plant, and it had it. And I got the raw, some of that meat and bones, and I probably had a cut or something on my hand, and got it. Whoever ate that meat probably got it too. All right, here we go. Let's get ready. Here we go. Ronnie eats raw meat. I've warned him about that. He'll say, I'm going to have a steak about that thick, and he'll send me a picture of it, and you see the blood run off the side of the plate. What's wrong with you, boy? Okay, here we go. We'll do Bill first. Bill ain't worried about Bill. Y'all, boy, William, because you're a state trooper, they teach them how to slander. I love it. Okay, Carla, be easy on it. Here we go. This is for Bill. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Bill. Happy birthday to you. Okay, now comes the ladies. Get ready for the bite. Get the Band-Aids out. Here we go. Yeah, cha-cha-cha. Okay, here we go. I'll put a little zip to this, okay? A little zip. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Hatari, Candy, and Lisa. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. If y'all didn't bite somebody over there, you ain't gonna bite. You're not gonna bite. Oh, Lord. All right, your little cat's gotta stop. Where's my coffee? Buster, where's my coffee? All right. Yeah, happy birthday. If you got a birthday, you was embarrassed to say something, you was afraid you'd start biting. It's okay. Happy birthday to you anyway, okay? Happy birthday. You're welcome, Amy. All right, Lisa, go bandage yourself up, baby. And luckily, there was nobody else around. It was like poor Seth over at Carla's house. He gets close to her birthday, he leaves town because he don't get bit. Hard to say, Chacho with a bite guard in. Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is. Judson and Remy. Yes, we'll put Justin and Remy on our list. We sure will. Never too late for that. Justin and Remy. You know, I feel guilty sometimes during the week. I'll get a email or in comments, someone will say, would you pray for so-and-so because this and that, whatever. And I'm not with my list, and I say, I'll remember that, and I end up not, But Justin, what I wrote, Justin? I think I did. I wrote Justin. Was it Justin or Judson? We can change that real quick. Yeah. All right. I'm hoping I got this right. Was it Judson or Justin? Or was it both? Okay. Or was it both? We buy meat, I guess, at Walmart. We buy meat where we're shopping, mostly at Walmart, but we don't buy like a lot of steak and stuff like that. We chicken and pork, pork chop. Our best little old meat market is Judson. Okay, our little best meat market is a little store out here at Splendor called Archie's. They have a great meat market, and the prices are very comparable with the big stores. And their meat is cut right there on site. They get by it comes in big quarters or whatever, and it's all done right there. They inject it with water, usually steak and roast. Well, that leaves me out. We don't eat a lot of beef. I mean, we do. We eat hamburgers, stuff like that. We do that. But as far as like steaks and stuff, only on special occasions, we'll have a roast or a steak or something like that. Very seldom. Mainly chicken and pork. I think Dan likes Kroger, I think, or maybe it's H-E-B. He likes one or the other. He goes and gets a lot of their meat. There's also a store out here in this subdivision. I can't think the name of it right off, that has a real nice meat market. Dan says Dan buys meat there quite a bit for his uh, cooking with Dan and Lou and stuff, I think. All right. Do we have Shelby on our prayer list? Somebody praying for Shelby. I'm trying to see if I got her on that list and put her on here. Yep. Okay. I'm putting Shelby on here, guys. Keep Shelby in your prayers. Oh, yeah, I got it. I got Shelby. Okay. I'm sorry. I got Shelby. All right. Yeah, there are prayer warriors on this channel right here. I guarantee you, there's a bunch of folks that, you know, there are a lot. Some of y'all are younger folks. Okay, I know that. I look at the analytics, of my channel, and most of us are seniors. Okay, and maybe sometimes seniors have more issues where they need more prayer. I don't know. There's a lot of young folks need prayers for a lot of reasons too. But we do pray. We believe in it, and we do it. And I'll tell you right now, you're not always going to get the answer you think you need. There's a reason for it, but most times you will. See it over and over. But like I say, there's sometimes I've prayed for things and it just didn't happen. But I'm sure there's a reason for it. There's a plan, a bigger plan than me. All right, Tracy is battling brain cancer. God bless her. I'm sorry, Woody. Woody, you got my pen? Don't take my pen, Woody. Okay, Tracy, Debbie, and Jim. Okay. Yeah, somebody talking about they get their meat, all the meat comes from the same place, and a lot of it probably does. A lot of it probably does. Not everybody, maybe a lot of it does. But it's kind of like I was reading this thing about gas, and I knew a man that drove a gas truck, and he went big long tankers, and he serviced several service stations, different brand names. And he told me one time, he said, I get the gas at a refinery, one bulk place. That's where I get all the gas, and I just take these different places. Is gas all the same? Yeah, is it? I don't know. I'm not saying it is. That was years ago. He said, yeah, he gets all the gas at the same place. Just delivers it around different places, different stations, different brands. Margie Ann getting over the flu. God bless you. Keegan and Matthew. Okay, I didn't get that. We didn't see those earlier. Okay, we're about to run out of time, so let's get Matthew and Keegan on here real quick, okay? And I don't butcher my own animals, guys. I just that one we had to, or my dad and I did. It's years ago when the vet said got to be put her down. So she got hurt an hour or two before, and he come out right away, and she was good. She was good and fat. But anyway, no, I don't. We don't butcher our own animals. We eat meat. I eat meat. I like meat, but we just purchase most of our meat. Dan, Dan's a deer hunter, an elk hunter. He brings a lot of meat in like that. And all right, guys, we're about to run out of time. Jennigan, We're gonna cut this off and get this out to you, or I'm gonna get busy with someone's 104 or the fever was 104. My Lord. Uh, anyway, we got to go. We've been here an hour. I love you guys. I want y'all to have a great day, and I'm gonna get back on that chicken house. I think Ben's gonna work here today. I don't know what all we get done with Ben. We don't know. Ben don't feel good. Ben has a bad cold, so he may not do anything today. But if he does work, I'll get some stuff done. I'll video some of it. But I want to try to finish my hen house and get that thing going, get my chickens out. It's gonna be fun going out on the porch in the mornings and listening to them roosters out there crowing. You know, in competition with Bree's rooster over there. It's gonna be fun. Especially my little Pee Wee Herman going, ee, 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 ee. He's a little bitty guy, little bitty rooster. He's cute. I love y'all guys. Y'all have a great day. See you back here on Wednesday. If you're new, you're welcome. We're glad to have you. Join up with us here. You know, meet some folks here. You'll become friends. There's so many of them text and email back and forth every day, and they'll be friends forever. It's a good way to make friends right here. Okay, good people, good people. I love y'all. Y'all take care. We'll see you back here, okay? Take care. I love y'all. Well, it didn't stop. There we go.